Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam
wabarakatuh.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Yusida Anggraeni as the moderator of this Q&A session. This Q&A session will start from myself. Please, if there are friends who want to ask about my article entitled The Effectiveness of Me Time to Improve Students' Good Mood While Online Learning, I invite you to ask questions.
Saya Khusana Niati. Listen to ask, how can me time activities improve student good mood during online learning?
Okay, thanks. I will answer the question from Khusana. Doing me time activities means we do things we like at a certain time. The things we like can be like doing hobbies, relaxing, sport, and other activities. By doing activities that we like, even if only briefly, can make us happy and relaxed. When we are happy and relaxed, it can make and improve our mood to be good, especially during online learning. Please, next question.
Okay, before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Mafaz Daffa. I'm permission to ask. When is the right time to do the me time activity?
Okay, thank you. I will answer the question from Mafaz. Once a day at least get me time because the day there must be stress. Me time can be done anywhere and anytime. But there is the best time to get me time is before going to bed and when you wake up. During me time before bed can make us sleep more soundly and not carry bad dreams. And when you wake up, it takes me time to boost the spirit in the morning. While doing me time itself has an ideal duration of 30 minutes every day. Okay, if any more questions, might be in the last question.
Yes. There is a last question from me, Khafid Bustomi. Are there any other benefit of me time other than the one in PowerPoint?
Okay, thank you. I will answer the question from Hafid. Other benefit of doing me time activities other than those contained in PowerPoint include first, can make a person feel calm, happy, and comfortable. Second, make the feeling of boredom reduce and become cheerful again. Third, can learn to understand yourself better. Fourth, can give ideas or solutions to overcome the problem at hand. And fifth, can improve quality of life. Thank you. Next is a question session for Khusana with her article entitled The Effectiveness of Using Gamification Concept with Scratch Interactive Media for Super Science Learning Process. For friends who want to ask questions, please open the microphone.
Okay, I'm Mafaz Daffa. Permission to ask. Why is this gamification concept combined with the scratch? Thank you.
Thanks for the question. To Khusana, allowed to answer question from Mafaz.
Okay, thank you for your question. I will answer the question from Mafaz. Why is the gamification concept combined with scratch? That is because the gamification method is an implementation of procedure and strategies from the game into a game content to solve problem to reach a goal. While the Scratch is program developed by MIT, so Scratch is new programming. language that is easy to use for creating games and animation. And from this explain, we can see that we combine the concept of gamification with Scratch is considered very effective because it will create learning media in the form of animation games that can play by students so the student can interest in learning process. Thank you.
Thank you, Khusana. Please for the next question.
Okay, I'm Khafid Bustomi. Permission to ask, is there a way or solution to minimize problems or shortcoming when using gamified media with Scratch?
Okay, Hafid, thanks for the questions. So Khusana allowed to answer from Hafid.
Okay, I will answer the question from Hafid. The most basic solution that can be done to minimize the problem during using Scratch is to ensure that the network is properly available. Manual to minimize the problem of PC specification if the PC is not adequate, we can use the web version, so there is no need to install it. Thank you.
Thank you, Khusana. Maybe one last question from me. Is it true that mixing gamification with Scratch is more effective?
Yusida, it is because the concept of gamification is intended for a scientific approach where students can observe the material by looking at picture, asking questions, processing data, and they can communicate the image contained in the learning media. So science learning with gamification can help increase student learning motivation that package with games. So learning becomes interesting and fun. Then application of gamification with the help of Scratch media is making interactive so that students have enthusiasm for learning, not only listening to explain from the teacher, but students are required to be more active. Thank you.
Thank you to all of you. The Khusana Q&A session has been complete. We will continue to the Mafaz Q&A session with the title, The Effectiveness of WhatsApp Application as a Science Learning Media During the COVID-19 Pandemic. For friends who want to ask questions, please open the microphone. Okay, I'm Yusida Anggraeni. Permission to ask first. How can teachers use WhatsApp as a learning medium so that it is not boring for students?
Okay, thank you, Yusida. Distributing material files to students, sharing interesting learning videos or photos, etc.
Okay, thank you, Mafaz. Please for the next question.
Okay, I'm Khusana Niati. Permission to ask, why can WhatsApp be said to be effective for online learning today?
Okay, Khusana, thanks for the questions. To Mafaz, allow to answer question from Khusana.
Okay, thank you. I will answer the question from Sana. Because the WhatsApp application, especially the WhatsApp group, can be used by anyone and its use is very flexible. And in there are many function that can support learning goals. In the WhatsApp group itself, the activities of students can be coordinated by the teacher directly, especially during this pandemic, which requires learning online that is easy to use for both students and teachers. Okay, and
Okay. Have any more questions? Might be the last questions.
Yes, from me. What are the advantages of WhatsApp as an online learning medium compared to other application?
Okay, Hafid. Thanks for the questions. To Mafaz, allow to answer a question from Hafid.
okay, thank you, Hafid, for your question. I will answer the question. Okay, I will explain the advantage of WhatsApp compared to other application. The WhatsApp application was chosen as one of the learning media during the pandemic because of the many members, features, and how to use it, where teachers can directly exchange subject matter or assignment in the form of image, PDF, PPT, doc, XLS, audio, video about science learning online and asking for input from group participants. Students choose smartphone applications such as WhatsApp to complement science learning activities because they are simple and versatile to use and can be used anywhere and anytime as long as they have internet network access. Advantage as science learning media WhatsApp, there are WhatsApp groups, teacher and students can have more relaxed discussion without having to be centered on the teacher. With the WhatsApp media, teacher can be creative and innovative in providing science material and additional assessment to students by utilizing existing feature. And then students can easily send back the result of work. And then with the WhatsApp media, the learning method is friendly environment because they no longer use hard copy. Use of paper or the like that come from nature. And last, with the WhatsApp media, it can be a solution for teachers to deliver additional material as material science learning outside the classroom, such as providing practical guide to students by sharing steps and way to carry out practicum according to the objective of science learning.
Okay, thank you to all of you. The Mafaz Q&A session has been complete. We will continue to the last session is Hafid Q&A session with the title Application of Group Investigation Learning Model Cited by WhatsApp Group to improve students' collaboration skill to learning natural science in the era of the Industry Revolution 5.0. For friends who want to ask questions, please open the microphone.
I am Khusana Niati, permission to ask for an article. What are the advantages of WhatsApp and the learning medium?
Okay, Husana, thanks for your questions. To have it allowed to answer question from Husana.
Okay, thank you. I will answer the question from Khusana. The advantage of WhatsApp as a learning medium are you don't have to log in first to access WhatsApp if your phone number is already registered. Directly connect with contacts of other WhatsApp user. User can exchange contact with other user, can share current location, can send message to many people or broadcast. This application doesn't drain the quota too much. Teacher and student can discuss and ask questions more relaxed. Can see who has read and who is inactive. Teacher can send documents, photos, audio, or video as learning material to student via WhatsApp group. Teacher and student can view and repeat learning material through mobile phone easily. Teacher and student can communicate anytime, anywhere. Next.
Thank you, Hafid. The next question from me is, why can the investigate group type cooperative learning model improve students' collaboration skill?
Okay, I will answer the question from Yusida. The investigation group learning model can improve student collaboration skill because this model requires students to communicate with each other, express opinions, and work together to solve problems given by teacher.
Thank you, Hafid. Maybe for the last question, please.
Okay, I'm Mafaz Daffa. Permission to ask. I will ask to you, Khafid. Why use the investigative group type of cooperative learning model? Isn't there another newer type? Thank you.
Okay, Mafaz, thanks for the questions. To Hafid, allow to answer question from Mafaz.
Okay, thank you. I will answer the question from Mafaz. The reason I use the investigative group type cooperative learning model is because the learning model is able to make students work together because students are obliged and must work together to solve problems given by the teacher.
Okay, thank you guys for this Q&A session is complete. I, as a moderator, apologize if there are mistakes. Thanks for your attention. See you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, guys.